refused to pay, and then he had to pay his wife
Million.
half a billion. That's an L.
Yeah.
That's an L. You have to have a care package. That's all I'm trying to say. And
Yeah.
she
Okay.
probably got her care package. I'm pretty sure she got a care package. Talking about earning money, I think we talked about this back when we were doing combined shows at the Double Dot. Tiger Woods, he was sued by his former girlfriend of I think 3 or 4 years, and he was sued in two different cases. And we discussed that at the Double Dot show back when we were doing, like I said, the sports and
Yeah.
trending
Before.
topics
Yeah.
together.
Before we split the channel.
Yeah. Yeah, before we split the channel to give you specific, more tailored news. Um, Basically, the story is that she was alleging that, well, first of all, Tiger was the employer when he met her. She was the manager of one of his restaurants. Well, it seemed like a good come up for her because, of course, when you're gonna date a multimillionaire as a manager of a restaurant, it's a good come up until they broke up. And he had to write or sign an NDA. And in the end, there were stipulations about if they break up, how everything will be resolved. She was trying to get around the NBA by saying that he
And
harassed
they.
her.
Mhm.
All kind of weirdo stuff. Earlier this year, she basically, well, the judge threw her case out and said you're not allowed to go through the legal room because in the end, yeah, it says it they would do it in a private. How do they call it? I think it's private. The private consultation between the lawyers with an intermediate, not through the to the usual court proceedings.
Like arbitrage
Arbitrage, yeah, something like that, yeah.
or
And
mediator or arbitrage, something like that.
mediator, yeah, something. It was something like that. It was something in that neighborhood. Now it's been revealed that she also dropped her appeal to nullify. So that case was thrown out, and the original one where she tried to remove the NDA has also been dropped, saying that, well, this hurts your that this will hurt her reputation, of course. She said, whatever I claimed happened never happened. So see, she was trying. Well, we talked about this, right? We said this is basically a ploy to remove the NDA in order to maybe write a book, be able to
Yeah.
tell her story.
Yeah. But I think that the I think it happens a lot. I think it was a bluff as well from the get go
Yeah,
because sometimes they just bluff just to see if they can settle the case in court, get some additional money, and Tigers. I mean the things that the woman was insinuating were, of course, the usual things that as soon as you hear it, you already think that someone is guilty. It already stains the person's reputation.
yeah,
If you say someone has harassed you, has acted inappropriately, those things will get you a stamp before there's any court case, etc. What you need to at this point, KR, I'm thinking this is just something that you need to if you are a superstar or you earn a lot of money, you need to have your settlement reserve, because if you want to enter into any romantic relationship with anybody, you need to have this, because you never know what someone will do after the dust has settled.
Yes, yeah, I
Because
do agree with you.
as Chris Rock said in one of his specials, men don't want to go back sexually, women don't want to go back in lifestyle. And if you're living in a $40 million home, j- uh,
You're going back to the barrio.
you go back, even even to you go back, quote unquote, and go live in $1 million home with a big garden. I mean, if you see $1 million home in New York, will get you an apartment. But $1 million home, $1 million in
Miami.
Miami, Texas, or the- Ohio. I mean, these are places where you can get
And don't
big. You can
yes.
get
But you're starting
big.
to move places where no one wants to live. But let's keep
I
it
mean,
with
where does Kanye where does Kanye has his house? His
Wyoming.
farm,
Well,
Wyoming.
his farm is in Wyoming.
As far as I mean, you can get I mean, plots of land, but it's never gonna be that $40 million experience,
Mm.
because that $40 million house comes with housekeeping, gardeners, a cook, at least a cook, at least one. Probably it's like a whole staff. They're gonna try to get the hey, KR. they- They're going to they're going to invoke a clawback.
Yo, yo. Oh my god.
They're going to invoke a
I gave
clawback.
you, I gave you my body. I want something in return. Not when I'm with you. After
Yeah,
that,
I'm going to
after
invoke a
trouble.
claw.
Trouble.
You know,
Oh, God.
it's
Double dipping. You're
it's
they are so she was basically you're trying to double dip if you do that, because during the relationship you are living that lavish life, and
yeah.
after you want to go again and repeat it, but then without the person. You're trying to double dip, and that
Yeah.
doesn't always work.
Mm.
But I do agree with you. You always, I would call it not a settlement package. I would call it a care package.
A care package.
If you break up, you give them some change. I mean, you gotta break her off something,
Yeah.
because you know how, like you said, when someone, and it's not tricking. It's not tricking. It's people will say it's tricking. How can I say this? The monkey is never free. The monkey can put another animal there. The monkey is never free. And you cannot, you will see that with and we're gonna talk about this at a double talk show later today with Cassie and P. Diddy. P. Diddy
Mhm.
thought he could get the monkey for free and discard of the monkey for free. And now he had to settle. Make sure you have a care package. You don't pay her for the
Well,
monkey. You pay her to leave.
well, I will say is this, because I think the way you, because we'll talk about it on a double touch show. The way you talk about it is very overly simplified. If you can't, if I mean to compare
You got to simplify.
Tiger, if you come to compare the Tiger Woods story and the P Diddy story, and what we're going to talk about is like comparing apples and spaceships.
No, not really.
Like,
Because
no, no,
okay, continue,
no,
continue.
because I'm just saying, in the case of Tiger Woods, it was obviously, well, not obviously, but it was very clear what was going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had a chance to look at the petition, so the filing by
Of
Cassie.
Cassie? Let's talk about this during the
So no, I
the
know we're
discussion.
going. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you have a chance to look at it.
I looked at a couple of things.
Okay, well, let me put it like this: they did settle, but it was very detailed and specific. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna talk about it later on the Double Thought
Yeah,
Show.
but I'm gonna bring it back to
The care
Tiger.
package.
Tiger and
Yeah.
his care package. You know what got him hemmed up the first time around with the 60 women in every state?
What?
No care package. They were asking him to pay a bill of $500. He refused to pay. And then he had to pay his wife
Yeah.
half a billion. That's an L.
Yeah.
That's a L. You have to have a care package. That's all I'm trying to say. And
Yeah.
she
Okay.
probably got her care package. I'm pretty sure she got a care package.